we all have different ways we're going about interacting these days, and it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. We all have a voice and we're using it to the best of our abilities. And hopefully nobody's getting away of that. However, like I was saying before, we need to just remember that, this is about ascension. This is about awakening. This is about awakening more and more and more. And this is something that we're doing. This is a positive experience. And so remember that, yes, we've gotten past some of the things that have divided us, some of the things that I think put us at a standstill because we allowed it to. We allowed it, things like beef and petty dramas and nonsense to, put our growth at a halt. But we're at this place right now where, we're past that, but we have to kind of think about making sure we don't end up in another form of that. And I think it's on shaky ground right now because it can happen if we don't recognize it for what it is when it comes up and when it's there. And like this spiritual warfare, I think that's something we have to do on a daily basis, on a momentary basis, to make sure that we're living in love. And love is not division. So there's a couple of things I think we can do to make sure that we're moving in love. And I'm going to always talk about love because I think that's what it all comes down to when it's all said and done, is about love. Because the things that come out of love are all good. There's nothing negative that comes out of love. Yes, people go through extremes, but then they're out of balance if they go through extremes when it comes to love. So we know division is not part of that. We're not trying to be divided. We're not trying to be divided. We don't want the men and women to be divided. We don't want our brothers and sisters to be divided from each other. We don't want our families to be divided. We want all of us to have unity. That's all of us. And so make sure that we are looking out for this in this spiritual warfare that's going on, that is not what's allowing, we're not allowing that to occur. And I feel like I'm repeating myself, and I might be, but I think it's very important that we watch out for division. If there's anything that's going on that will cause that, we need to look out for that. That's not what should be going on. One way we can recognize in the spiritual warfare, if unity is not at the forefront, if you find yourself taking sides, that's one way to kind of see if there's unity there. This can be reflected in the masculine and feminine, energies, and us getting together in relationships and in families, because it takes the masculine and feminine to progress, just people. And so we can look out for that. If there's anything that will cause division in any other kind of way, division in the family, division in friend groups, division in community, it's something that we need to look out for and make sure that we're not allowing that to go anywhere. This is what I see. I see taking place, and it's so clear to me because I'm not the type that will fall into the traps. Um, I'm so grateful for that. I can recognize the traps. And that one of the traps in this warfare is keeping us divided in family structures, in unity, like that brown black thing that's trying to happen, the white black thing trying to happen, just all kind of division all over the world. We know how that works and how it's been going. And so you got to recognize it so you don't fall into the traps.